Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we'll make two custom rubber stamps for the Trodat 5212 and 5211. Although I've done a lot of videos showcasing the 5212, I never get tired of making stamps for it. The reason is it's the biggest self-inking stamp in the world, and we do a lot of them. What I really like about this stamp is the flexibility. And what that means is you have such a large surface area. You could put logos, text, you could put website addresses, phone numbers, all that stuff, and it prints out really nice and big. The surface area of the 5212 is 70 by 116 millimeters, or roughly 3 by 4 inches, give or take a bit. And what I really like about having such a large self-inking stamp is that all you have to do is press down and it self-inks, which is something that's really cool. I've used stamps that aren't self-inking, basically going from a pad to ink pad like this. This thing here, you just continuously just stamp away whatever you need stamping. By comparison, the next smaller stamp after the 5212, as you see here, is the 5211. This one is 85 by 55 millimeters, or roughly 2 by 3 inches. So it's a dramatic step down, but it's the second largest self-inking stamp, so I guess it's kind of relative. What I like about this one here is it's really cost effective compared to the 5212. There's not much of a big price difference, but this does use a lot less laser time, a lot less rubber, a lot less, the mechanism itself is cheaper to get than the 5212. So if you don't need a massive, huge stamp, this is really a good alternative to that. So let's take a look at our industrial laser making this one here. What I really like about owning a Trotec laser is that the parent company of Trotec is Trodat, the world's largest stamp manufacturer. So we're basically a one-stop shop for Trodat self-inking and normal inking and seals, because we have the laser that was optimized to make those stamps. All of our stamps here are made at 1000 DPI. Most people do them at 500 to 600 DPI. I go to 1000, not because I have to, but I really like the extra crispness I get out of it, and our customers appreciate the extra time and effort we put into it. So the Trotec laser is basically essentially coming from Trodat. Our rubber comes from Trodat. Self-inking stamps come from Trodat. And our software in our laser is optimized for stamp making, among many other things, as you can see at CNCKing.com. Now, putting the rubber onto the self-inking stamp, we'll use the 5212 for example. It's pretty straightforward. All I do is put the rubber down here and just stamp it down, stamp it back up, and it sticks to it. Now the first couple of stamps are a little bit rough just because it takes a little while for the pad and everything to get not synchronized, but happy together. Sort of like shoes. I compared a lot of stamps that we make here to shoes. When you first buy the shoes, they don't really fit totally perfectly, but after you walk in them after a day, they're totally fine. So it's the same thing with stamps. They get better with age. So let's take a look at the results. Here's the 5212 and the 5211. So they both look very nice and clean and very clear as well. So if you're looking for custom self-inking stamps, normal stamps, seals, whatever you need, contact me at CNCKing.com.